chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Breida. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Garoppolo on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
You know a team likes you when they make a trade up and then select you, and Breeland Speaks found that out from Kansas City. The tackle from Ole Miss made a nice play right there, something that we saw often in college. And who could ever forget that big play made against Mississippi State where he recovered the fumble, a little smile and a wave at the Bulldog bench.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Coleman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This is Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Wait. Here we go. Wait, 80.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the... Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11. Here we go. 180. 1 Omaha.
Here's Breida. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This is Breida. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
11.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Slow. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left. Ace.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
4 down, check, 4 down. Ace, black 58 rail, black 58 rail.
He'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Left.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Butker now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, here's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
13. 20. Go ahead. 13.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's good one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here's Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. from midfield. Here's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Go ahead. 13.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black 80. 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11.
Garoppolo now. And he hits his man, Matthews. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
11. Go ahead.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Butker now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
So. Ace.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Z. So. Ace. Z.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Z. Ace.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
One, Omaha. What do you need? What do you need? 12, 12. 12, fellas, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, you got 3, you got Z. Ace. Slow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Z. Left.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Here we go. Go ahead.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to work. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Garoppolo. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
11. Here we go. 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Niners on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 13.
Go ahead. Go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. Garoppolo on first down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 11. Garoppolo again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. They'll try and run it in with Coleman, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
21. Black 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 13, 13. 120, 180. Go, go. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. 180, 120. 12, 12. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 180, 120. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.